Entering the altar, I held my breath. Everything was too perfect to be true. I was nervous and happy. I took a deep breath in and smiled brightly. A warm hand held mine, and I looked towards the owner of this hand, Park Jimmy, the man who claimed to be my brother from another mother, who got emotional when I asked him to walk me down the aisle. Well, you guys must be wondering how am I getting married again. Flashback, 2 months ago, Wine's POV. I am now fully recovered and in Dubai with my love. Everything is back on track. Yuki continued her studies. Mine and Thai's relation is getting more exciting day by day. No perverse, not in that way. But you know, better than before. I'm standing in front of the Burj Khalifa right now. It's late at night and I have no idea where this dude is. He's been gone for half an hour, instructing me to stand here and warning me not to go elsewhere. And now if a guy tries to hit on me, he'll morph into a beast. Not gonna lie, I like it. Someone taps my shoulder and I turned around to see behind me. There's no one. I looked around and found no one. Then a voice from below caught my attention. I looked down and wait. Thai? Is he okay? What is he doing sitting on his knees? I gazed at him perplexed, while he appeared nervous. I can't see him in this condition. So I also knelt in front of him and sat on my knees. He looked at me weirdly and burst out laughing along with people surrounding us. I'm confusion. Why are you laughing? Confusedly asked, being a little embarrassed. Doll? Oh god, you are so silly and cute. Still laughing. I know, but why are we kneeling down? Lost puppy expressions. I was supposed to kneel for you, but you... He laughed at me. Okay, but why are you kneeling for me? To propose? Huh? What? Feeling flustered all of a sudden. Yes, now stand up like a good girl and let me propose you properly. Oh, okay. I stood up, cheeks red, and he grabbed my hand. Marry me. Serious. Are you threatening me? Chuckled a little. Huh? No. I'm requesting you, love. Then request properly. Didn't you prepare any emotional speech for me? Asked playfully. Everyone around you laughed while recording this weird proposal. Oh, okay. I prepared a little speech, but... I forgot. Looked down feeling embarrassed. we call it? I'm not gonna say yes until you do a speech for me. Please. I'll do it later. No, right now. Crossed her arms over her chest and waited for him to continue. Suddenly a shriek left my mouth as he laid down and grabbed my legs. Please marry me. Please marry me. I swear I will be a good boy. I'll treat you like a queen. I'll keep you happy. Please. Oh, okay, stand up, please. I tried to make him stand up as he was pulling up on his tent and everyone was laughing their off. And I was also struggling to keep my laughing. I tried to pull him up but he tightened his grip around my legs. Stand up please, squabbling while laughing. Took his head side to side like a stubborn kid. No, first give me your answer, otherwise I'm not gonna leave your legs. You and your threats. Sigh dramatically. Okay, I'll marry you, Kim. Happy now? His long pinky up while sitting down, pouting, looking up at her with appeals. Pinky promise. Laughed and linked her small pinky finger with his extra long ones, making him stand up excitedly. He slipped a diamond ring in my forefinger hurriedly like I was running away, and took me in his warm embrace excitedly. Now I know that home is not a building, but rather a person, and he is my home. He broke the hug and turned me around. Now I'm facing Burj Khalifa. I turned my head and looked at him confusingly. What happened? Look. Turned her head to the front again. The Burj Khalifa shone brightly, and something started getting displayed on its screen. It's us, our lovely photos and video montage, some well wishes, and finally his love confession. People were clapping and I was stunned. When did I get this much lucky? I got emotional and he whispered in my ear. Okay, mine. Will you marry me once again? Wiping her tears, but her naughty side kicked in. What if I say no? Playfully asked. He turned me around and said, Then I'll marry you. Shrugged his shoulder and attached with her cherry ones. He pulled away and said, Oh, I forgot to take your permission. Can I? Again? Again, and all over again. We both laughed and I pulled him by his tie and attached us once again. Flashback end. So that's how I ended up here. Jimin tenderly held my hand and I walked down the aisle. My gaze locked with his and I passed my king a gentle smile. Wait, is he crying? Oh. We reached him and Jimin passed my hand to him. He held my hand tenderly and looked at me with his steady eyes, but still beaming with happiness. Dare to make her cry, I'll end you. Cutely warned Tae, fulfilling my brother's role. Don't worry, little one. Mischievously smirked and teased Jimin. Jimin just glared at him, gave me his cute smile, and stepped down from the aisle. Your beauty is making me nervous, gulps and smiles. But your handsomeness is giving me butterflies. We both laughed and the priest started the vows. Do you, Kim Tae, take harm mine to be your lawful wedded wife? I do, looks in her eyes and gave her his boxy smile, but soon blushed and looked down. Do you, on mine, take Kim Tae to be your lawful wedded husband? Naughty smile. I do. Or do I? Taehyung's head shot up and he looked at me, his eyes opened wide like plates. Soon Wan started laughing and said sorry, upon which everyone laughed on this crackhead, and Taehyung asked the priest. When does the part starts? Impatiently asked. Now this impatient groom may kiss his bride. Tae pulled me by my waist, giving me goosebumps all over my body, and I placed my hand on his chest. I looked down blushing, but he lifted up my chin. Can I? From when did you started asking? Smirked at him. From now on. Smiled sweetly. I nodded my head and he wasted no time in blaming me. Everyone clapped happily and we pulled away. He kissed my forehead and embraced me. Our family and friends came to congratulate us and to crack some perverted jokes. Mrs. Kim hugged us and gave us her blessings. Don't worry, I'm going to be a doctor. I'll give you delivery service for free. Winked at both of them. You have 3 years left to complete your degree. Do you think they are going to wait that long? It's okay. You can give your service on their third one. Everyone laughed out loud and the newlywed couple turned red with each passing second. Okay now everyone, let's start eating so they can leave quickly. They must be getting impatient. Me too. He whispered in Bella's ear, standing all serious like nothing had happened. Bella lightly hit his stomach with her elbow and gave him the side eye look. Time skip. Taehyung took wine in bridal style and entered their romantically decorated room. He carefully placed wine on the soft mattress and gave a peck on her forehead. Do you want to shower first? Gently murmured. Yes, please, this gown is heavy. Great heart. Let's go. He was going to pick her up again when she stopped him. No thanks. I'll do it myself. Let me help, please. Gave her a naughty smirk in the end. No, I mean, I'll manage. Nervously gulps. I noticed her nervously fidgeting with her fingers and shivering lightly. He chuckled at the sight, finding it cute and amusing. Is my tigress perhaps nervous? Lightly nodded hesitantly, still looking down. Came closer to her ear and whispered, "Words, darling." Dominant voice. Yes, Helen, nervous as cold sweat broke out from her. Sitting on the floor, laughing his off. Yeah, stop it. Done with his duality. I am going to take shower in other room. You can change here freely. Wiping his tear off due to too much laughing. He stood up and went towards the door. And I won't touch you without your permission. Don't worry. Passed her a smile and exit the room. He went out and an idea clicked in my mind. Now you wait and watch Kim. Thank you. I returned to our room after taking a shower. I'm still nervous, but I'm also excited. I twisted the doorknob and entered the room, only to meet with complete darkness. What is she up to now? I went towards the bed carefully and climbed on it. I took a closer look and looks like my highness is tired. She was sleeping soundly like an angel. I stared at her closely and felt like the luckiest man alive. I was staring but flinched when she suddenly opened her eyes wide like plates and jumped on me. What happened to her? She hovered over me and smirked evilly. She's turning me. She made me feel things I can't even explain in words. She chuckled, perhaps at my